हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आई होप यू ऑल आर सेफ एट योर होम. सो इस सेशन को स्टार्ट करने से पहले आई वांट टू टेल यू दैट टुडे आई एम रियली हैप्पी. और रीजंस दो हैं इस हैप्पीनेस के. फर्स्ट रीज़न इज़ दैट आई गॉट दिस टाइम टू इंटरेक्ट विद यू. वेन एवर दिस इंटरेक्शन सेशन कम्स आई फील रियली हैप्पी. सो I hope this is evident on my face as well. So second reason is that today we have a guest. आपने thumbnail पे भी देख लिया होगा. So we have a guest today, Garima Sharma. She is my batchmate. So she was from IT branch and today we have her time in this session. So a lot of people have doubts regarding placement. Some doubts I can take but some doubts are outside my domain. So गरिमा आज वो doubts लेंगी जो मेरे domain से बाहर थे. So today I hope you'll be having a good time with Garima. So first of all I want you to get introduced to Garima.
Hi everyone, my name is Garima and I have been placed in a multinational company. I've had 3 years of experience till now. So yeah, I was again in a engineering college just like you all, or if in case you're not in an engineering college, apologize if I've said anything like that, but yes, I was just a student like you who had big dreams about getting into a company, getting placed well, and in the subsequent videos I'll be talking about what all you should do during the placements, before the placements, after the placements, and how you should not only just work hard, believe in yourself, but keep yourself motivated and consistent.
हमारा वर्ल्ड चेंज हो चुका है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस पैंडमिक. करोना आया एंड वी ऑल आर कन्फाइंड एट आवर होम्स. सो स्टूडेंट्स की लाइफ में तो एक अलग सा चेंज है, ड्रास्टिक चेंज है फ्रॉम फिज़िकल क्लासरूम टू वर्चुअल क्लासरूम. और अगर मैं फ़ाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट्स की बात करूं तो फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट्स को तो प्लेसमेंट एग्ज़ाम्स भी ऑनलाइन देने पड़ रहे हैं. तो व्हाट आर योर टिप्स टू आवर फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट्स हु आर फेसिंग देयर प्लेसमेंट एग्ज़ाम्स ऑनलाइन?
So our world has definitely changed. We have transformed into a virtual world. For that case, my advice to all the placement students would be that like this is once in a lifetime opportunity. ये time कभी नहीं आएगा. You need to take it as something which is very positive in your life. I can totally be with you and I can feel you that there is, you know, being not social and being in a virtual environment, you could feel restricted. Some of you might be having anxiety, more tensions, and maybe depression, and that's very normal. But you need to think of this fact that this is once in a lifetime opportunity. भगवान ने ऐसा टाइम दिया है जो कभी नहीं आएगा. And with this time you can do a lot of things because you have more time. You're not wasting time on travel or maybe other stuff that you used to do while you were outside your home. So इस चीज़ को you need to think as something very positive कि मेरे पास ज़्यादा टाइम है, मेरे पास एक आइसोलेटेड इन्वायरमेंट है जहाँ पर मेरे पास डिस्ट्रैक्शंस कम हैं. एंड आई एम, नो मैटर हाउ much anxiety I'm having, I need to make the best out of this situation, no matter if it's a virtual world itself.
So a lot of students thinks that technical subject तो बहुत important है placement के लिए और वो बहुत hard work करते हैं in technical subjects. So my question is that is communication skills or personality of a student is important for placement or not?
To the second question, yes, I would say communication skills are important. They do occupy a very important part when it comes to your interview, because as and when you walk into the interviewer's room, the first impression that you put is with your communication and your confidence. However, I won't suggest you to put it as your first priority or on the top of your priority list, because what is important during the placements is first of all the test of your knowledge. How well are you versed with the subject? Second, it comes to the communication, because it tells you how confident you are. So I would say don't be too harsh on yourself related to communication and everything. Just practice once a month in front of the mirror, or just practice with a friend or a family member how you could go through a series of events in an interview, or the best thing would be just watch a YouTube video wherein you have examples of how placement cell interviews are conducted. So that shouldn't the communication should be a second priority, not the first. The first should be your goal, which is your knowledge of the subject that you would be questioned upon.
How to start coding?
There are a number of ways in which you could start with coding. You can find a number of courses on maybe Coursera or edX, or I would say if you have a textbook, because I am a person who likes to read and go through textbooks. Hard copies is what I prefer. And yeah, I don't remember the name of the author, but yeah, I think it was a computer science book which helped me. This book was written by a female author, and she wrote the book for 11th and 12th grade students of computer science. So since I was not a person from a programming background, I did not take computer science during my PCM academic years in 11th 12th. In my college, I started with those 11th 12th textbooks. So if you are a person who is starting from scratch and you want to go into the details of coding, but you still want to have it from the start, from zero level, so I would say just see what textbooks are there. Just Google the best textbooks for C, C++, Java, whatever works for you, and go with that flow. Or in case because all of us are in quarantine, we are stuck and we cannot get hard copies, what I would say is you could download PDFs from Google. Again, 11th 12th computer science textbooks was what worked for me. But if you are a person who loves to watch videos, then go for Coursera, go for edX. Also, there are wonderful channels on YouTube you could find. Microsoft Virtual Academy is one of them, but that's for C# languages, so I won't recommend C# in college years. C, C++ and Java is something your focus needs to be. So see, just Google and just go onto YouTube what works for you. But what worked for me was textbooks.
जब एक स्टूडेंट कॉलेज में एंटर करता है, सो फर्स्ट स्टेप रखता है जब वो कॉलेज के अंदर, तो उसका मेन गोल होता है कि उसे एक अच्छी जॉब चाहिए. सो व्हाट आर योर टिप्स फॉर आवर फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स सो दैट दे कैन डायरेक्ट ऑल ऑफ देयर एनर्जीज टुवर्ड देयर गोल?
Definitely, whenever a student steps into a college, they have their own dreams, they have their own goals, their visions about their dream companies. So your first, your second, your third, I would say all years of your engineering or whatever college, whatever course you're pursuing in a college are very, very important, because you are just the fresh minds who have come out of school and who are willing to follow their dreams and work hard for them. So I would say just work hard, be consistent in your goals and your efforts. Don't lose on yourself watching what others are doing around, because everybody is born and raised in a different environment. Everybody is unique, they have their own ways of studying. So what your friend might be following, you might not be following it. Something else would work for you. So find what works for you and then work hard towards your goal.
So the next question is, which subject and which programming language a student should focus before and during the placement season?
So I would say take one programming language as your main programming language, in which you would code during the second round. I guess it's the second round where you code and you write maybe 2 or 3 snippets, and you have to run again those codes against test cases. So take one programming language in which is your main language. Like, you should know in and out of it, A to Z of it. No matter what, you're an expert and you're able to write a code for that particular language. For me it was C++, but for you it could be a different language. It could be C, it could be Java. However, during and before placements, I would suggest to have knowledge of all the 3 languages. If you don't have for C, it's okay, because C and C++ are quite similar, but C++ and Java is like a must, because in all the rounds of interviews you get questioned on C++ and Java, especially the object oriented concepts, so you need to be very mindful of those. So again, I would repeat it, just have one main language. It could be C++ and Java, in which you will be writing the codes and snippets. But when it comes to interviews, you need to be familiar with both the languages, because questions get asked upon in both the languages.
So next question is really important. During placement, student feels it is really important to understand the basic subjects. Basic subjects तो उसे आने ही चाहिए. So वो basic subjects कैसे prepare करे? Is it important for a student to join a coaching for understanding the basic subjects or basic programming languages?
I did not have any programmability background. In 11th and 12th, I did not have computer science. So I had to join a tutor, and luckily that tutor was really nice. She taught me during my college years, in first and second year, she taught me the basics of what a student would learn in 11th and 12th class in computer science. So if you think that you would require a tutor, go for it. You will thank yourself for making that decision. In case you're not able to find a suitable tutor, I'm sure you would be, because there are a lot of platforms now, like I was just seeing Urban Pro and etc., Udemy and all these platforms. But in case you're not able to find a tutor for yourself, don't worry at all. You could go for again YouTube videos. You could go for PDFs, or you could go for hard copy books. The hard copy books that I was talking about, which were 11th, 12th computer science books. So you could go through them. In case you're having difficulties going through them, just Google that particular thing. So for example, in a class you've not understood the concept of encapsulation, just go and Google encapsulation, dig into that, go into the details. Still you're not clear, watch a video from YouTube. So keep 2 to 3 things available to you. If you're not going with tutor, have PDFs ready with you, have YouTube ready with you, have Google ready with you. Read a single concept from multiple things in case you're not able to understand that from one resource. And if you want to test yourself, because I would really suggest that reading is not enough. Even if you're confident that you know it, that's well and good, but you should keep taking tests. You should keep checking yourself on the knowledge and how you're implementing it. So for that particular thing, I would recommend Geeks for Geeks. Geeks for Geeks has MCQs, it has coding questions, and this is one amazing site that actually helped me to get internship and a job in the company that I desired. So definitely keep a regular track on Geeks for Geeks, maybe on a alternate day or maybe weekly basis, or if not weekly, maybe 10 days on the basis of 10 days. So just do that.
What should a student do on the day when the company is coming?
What the student should do on the day of when the company is coming to take candidates or hiring them or taking interviews, first, second, third round, whatever. I know this day is full of stress, anxiety, and a lot of hopes. People are like, I want to get the seat into this damn company. But I would say as much as importance this company or organization is holding in your heart, this is the most important day, because you need to keep yourself calm and composed. This is the day when you need to be fully focused and energized. When I say focused and energized, you need to have a good sleep before the day of the interview. You need to eat good food on a regular basis, and especially you need to have a good breakfast. This is what a lot of us skip, कि मुझे टेंशन हो रही है, मुझसे खाया नहीं जा रहा. I know I can understand you, but you need to have good energized food, because that is what will keep your brain working. And don't cram on things, don't get worried just before your interview is about to happen. Just breathe, keep calm, have good food, have good sleep, revise all the topics, but don't do anything new. So this is what a lot of people in my college who mistakenly, they used to do new topics. So when you do new topics right before the interview, you kind of lose confidence because you are like, अरे यार ये तो मैंने नहीं किया, अरे यार ये तो रह गया. नहीं. At that time, you need to revise all the things that you've already done so that your confidence is high. And when your confidence is high and when you enter into the interview room, you will see yourself shining in front of the interviewer. You'll be confident, you'll be able to answer questions in a much better manner, and the interview will definitely go out well. If not well, it will be towards a better or a good scale. So do things that you've already done, revise things on the day that you've already done, nothing new. Don't listen to your friends or peers what they are doing, or if they are asking, ओए तेरे को ये आता है या तूने किया या तूने नहीं किया. No, be focused on yourself, your vision and what you've done till now.
Garima, you are from IT branch, and when it comes to IT and CS branch, there is a big doubt in the mind of students regarding the higher studies. So we want your opinion towards higher studies in IT and CS.
So this is a very tricky question because I never had any intention or goal to do higher studies, and I still don't have it. I have been placed in my company. I'm working for it for the past 3 years. When I was in college, I just had one thing in mind, that I want to get placed in a good company because I had studied a lot during my childhood, and I was like, that's it, bas ek baar job lag gayi, I don't want to go into further studies. But different people have different perceptions, and this question, I don't think I would give you an answer for this. It's completely up to each one of you. If you have dreams and desires to be an MBA student, or if somebody wants to do MS, go and follow your dreams and do what's best for you.
Written test के लिए कैसे prepare करना चाहिए?
I was very bad at aptitude because I never practiced aptitude. That is what I always regretted. Like 1 month before the company came, I wasn't prepared at all. So for the written test, your aptitude needs to be good. And mind you, when I say good, you need to be fast, you need to be accurate, because along with you there are 250, 500, whatever number of candidates. They are as fast, they are as quick, they are as accurate. So I would say don't leave aptitude till the end. Maybe once a week, give a test, take an aptitude test. On Google, you can just say aptitude test, take an aptitude 30 minutes or 1 hour aptitude test. Take it weekly. Start preparing now. Don't leave it to the end, because end में there are a lot of things that we need to do. End का time we should always keep for revising. राइट. सो जब कंपनी आ रही है, 1 महीने पहले मत शुरू करो एप्टीट्यूड करना. डू इट फ्रॉम नाउ, स्टार्ट नाउ. लाइक वीकली बेसिस पर मुझे एक एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट देना ही है, बी इट एनी साइड, जस्ट गूगल इट. सो दिस इज फॉर द एप्टीट्यूड, द MCQs and everything. The second written test is your coding test. Again, you have to, for me, Geeks for Geeks, HackerRank, these were the sites that worked for me. I used to see, जैसे Amazon आ रही है तो मैं देखती थी, okay, what were the Amazon questions that were asked in Geeks for Geeks this year, last year, and everything. I won't say एकदम से jump कर जाओ एक specific company के लिए. एक topic उठाओ. Like if it's linked list, do 5 to 6 questions of linked list today. The next day you can either continue with linked list or pick arrays, or next day you can pick pointers. So एक topic करके you could pick it up from Geeks for Geeks or any other site that you're comfortable with. उसको in and out अच्छे से कर लो. And once you do it, start doing interview questions, recently asked questions in Amazon, recently asked questions in Microsoft or any other company.
क्या इंटरव्यूअर ट्रेनिंग्स और प्लेसमेंट्स के बारे में पूछता है ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू, एंड इफ़ येस, प्लीज़ गाइड आवर स्टूडेंट्स विच ट्रेनिंग्स एंड प्लेसमेंट्स ही कैन डू बिफोर फाइनल ईयर.
So projects are definitely important because interviewer, when he looks into your resume, after going through everything, he will definitely see what projects have you done, uh, whatever you've done as an application in your college. So and it's not that your project needs to be very hi-fi. Your project can be as simple as like building a railway reservation system for your C++ project. It's not like कि you know कि तुमने internship करी है वहीं का project दिखाओगे. If you've built something from scratch, explain them that you know I have done this, I've done it by my own. Put your positives in front of the interviewer that कि चाहे छोटे से छोटा project क्यों ना हो, but you have put your hard work into that. Obviously, the number of and the type of projects matter, but the most important thing is how you present and portray those projects in front of the interviewer. So you should be confident about what you've done. You should know in and out of what you've done. मतलब इधर उधर से प्रोजेक्ट्स करके या फिर ना करके अपना नाम लगा के आई वोंट सजेस्ट दैट, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ कभी भी हो सकती है. द इंटरव्यू माइट से ओके दिस पर्सन हैज़ रिटन, लेट मी गो इन टू द डिटेल्स ऑफ वॉट यूव डन, एंड उधर ये हो सकता है कि आप फंस जाओ. सो टू अवॉइड दैट सिचुएशन, do your projects, know in and out of it, and it can be any project. मतलब ऐसा कुछ नहीं है that something would get preference over the other. It's your knowledge that's getting tested and the way you present your project.
Okay, so this is the last question. We want some of your learnings and guidance to our students.
One of the most important advices from me would be that find your stress buster. Find what works for you when you're burnt out. There would be times when you will be stressed out कि मुझसे नहीं हो रहा. I've done 15 hours of study and I cannot do more than that. There will be times when you will be feeling burnt out कि मुझसे नहीं हो रहा. You will feel demotivated, and it's absolutely okay. There were times when I was like, oh my god, ये तो मुझसे होने ही नहीं वाला. But it's okay, it's normal. That means you're a human being. But you need to find a stress buster. It can be a gymming, it can be dancing, it can be artwork, it can be writing, it can be singing, it can be playing guitar, playing basketball, or anything that works for you. You should have at least one, when I say at least, that means that you can have many activities as well, but at least one activity should be there which acts as a stress buster for you. I'll tell you, I had an internship with a company and it was my dream company, but one day before that company I went to gym. I know, I mean you would be laughing on it, but I went to gym because I wanted to release all that stress out. Now why is this important? Because when you release your stress out, you're able to focus better. Your energy gets channelized in a better manner because happy hormones are secreted when you do an activity that gives you happiness. And when you're happy, when you are out of stress, you're able to solve questions quickly in a better manner, in an efficient manner. So take this thing very seriously. You need to find something which gives you break. Now secondly, when I've talked about break, the second thing that you need to focus on is cut off all the distractions. Distractions are not hobbies. Distractions are things that take away your energy. Like this might be funny, and I wouldn't suggest that all of you should do it, but for me, I was spending a lot of time on social media and it was draining a lot of energy. So because I felt ki this is not making any difference in my life or my goals, or it's not helping me succeed, I deactivated my account. So I won't say that you should deactivate your account, but yes, you should be very wise about your timings. You shouldn't be wasting hours and hours on social media. Be mindful of what you're doing, and if there's anything other than social media that's distracting you from your goal, anything, just keep it aside. Keep it aside, because ye time is the most important, and I mean it. I have spent my childhood studying, listing IIT में चले जाओ, 12th में अच्छे नंबर ले आओ, अच्छी प्लेसमेंट कर लो. I know it keeps on going, but I promise you, like once you're placed, you'll have another kind of independence, you will be able to take better decisions, you will be able to do whatever you want to. So I'm not saying cut off your social life, have your social life, do your hobbies, whatever motivates you, but cut your distractions, cut what distracts you or which sucks your energy or wastes your time. The third thing I would say is, a lot of times what happens is, when you're studying and it gets monotonous, a lot of time we get so self-absorbed that we forget about the world, what's happening all around. And you don't need to know about the world के बारे में अच्छे से प्लेसमेंट हो जाए उसके बाद भी जान लेंगे, कोई इतनी वो चिंता नहीं है. Just that don't lose human contact. Like, talk to your parents. We are quarantined, we are with our parents or with our families or anybody, with our sisters, brothers, friends. You should talk to them once in a while, you know, maybe not just to support them but to also to, you know, to express yourself. It's very important to once in a while express yourself. तुम्हें कैसा लग रहा है? If you're feeling irritated, say that. If you're feeling angry, say that. If you're feeling very emotional, very sad, say that. Have someone to talk to you, because when you talk to someone while you're having your mind devoted to studies, if you're having something at the back of your mind, if you talk to someone, you let it out, you'll definitely feel better and you will be able to study in a better and in a much more controlled environment. And one of the most important advices I would like to give you is, I'm really sorry, I skipped on this point. If you are a person who is living alone, is living in a single flat, or maybe you don't have friends or family members to talk about, talk to anybody. Like, I mean, just video call a friend or just phone call a friend or phone call a family member. If you're not in their proximity, just phone call anyone. Phone call me or phone call anyone that you want to share it. The world is a beautiful place. We have so many people who would help you out. So don't get mentally stressed. If you want to share, find people, find platform, just express yourself. And yes, coming back to my most important advice, that would be believe in yourself. No matter what, if the world is, even if the world is saying XYZ, don't do this. If you think it's right, it's what will benefit you, what will give you happiness, what will help you achieve your goal, do that, as long as your intentions are correct. So I was rejected in 7 companies before I got placed into my dream company. Everybody started telling me कि अब तो यार तेरा पास जो है, मतलब 7th से पहले वाली जो मेरी थी 6th कंपनी जहाँ पे मैं प्लेस हुई थी, 6th में हुई थी, 5 में मैं रिजेक्ट हुई थी. तो 6th में when I got placed, everybody was like, you have a decent package, you have a decent company, you can go there. I was like, dude, I've worked my ass off this. I'm not gonna settle. I know where my aim is. I know what my goals are. I am definitely gonna achieve this. And मैंने किसी की नहीं सुनी. I just kept working hard and hard and hard. Although कोई company नहीं आ रही थी 6th company के बाद. But you know what? I believe in this fact that if you keep working hard, if you're consistent and you know what's your goal, कुछ ना कुछ करके something will come in your way. Like, either it's God or it's universe or something will come in your path. Like, मैंने कभी नहीं सोचा था that 7th company will come in my path, but because I was working hard, I was consistent, I knew कुछ ना कुछ ज़रूर होगा. Let me work hard. I know there's something better than the 6th company. And then my dream company, 7th company, it came out of the world. कुछ chances नहीं थे, but आ गई. So I would say just keep working hard. Follow your heart, and even if the world says कि तुम deserving नहीं हो, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं आता, तुमसे नहीं होगा, just say fuck off. Do what you think is right for you, and you know the best. If you think and if you feel कि नहीं, मैं करके दिखाऊंगी तो मैं करके दिखाऊंगी, then I guarantee you will do it and you will succeed in whatever you've thought of.
Thank you, Garima, for giving us your valuable time to shape the future of our students. We are really happy to have your time and your valuable advices. Thank you so much.